I know I showed you the books briefly, but I thought I'd go through them again, and I'm actually going to read one of them to you, but I'll just show them to you right now. First one is a bitter gourd, and again I think we discussed it didn't look all that cute, and I don't really like vegetables all that much anyway, so you know, but you'll have to read it, and you know, maybe it's a really great story, and you'll have to let me know. And here's the other one. I know this is about Don Juan and the king being ill and 3 of his sons and a bird, but it doesn't even have the English title on here, so I'm not sure, you know, what the rest of the story is on that one. And here, this one looks really cute. This is the black kitten, and I think it's a kitten that is kind of neglected and isn't loved just because of her color, and I think that the story shows that, you know, it's really what's on the inside that counts, and not what your outside appearance is, so that looks pretty cute. Here's another one, the little sunbeam, and this one looks really cute too. I'm not sure exactly what the story is, but and here's another one. This is Little Raindrop, and this looks really cute also. I think these last 3 are probably you know, really nice stories, kind of happy. And then this last one, this one kind of reminded me of you. It's The Amazing Hat, and this was actually written by Jose. I wasn't aware at all that your cat was able to write, and, you know, was that creative, but I guess it must be so. But I thought this little girl looked a bit like you, and it actually turns out that her name is Mia. So, and then I was really convinced that this could be you. But I'm going to read you the story, and it starts off with Mia sitting in her bedroom with all of her collection of things, and it says Mia was fond of collecting unusual things, and you can just look and see that she's got a lot of things, and I guess they're all kind of unusual too. There's her little dog, and a dog dish, and her slippers. There's all sorts of odd things in there. There's a little dragon. There's a thing that looks half like a plant and half like an animal. Some books. We know I'm also very fond of books. There's a little pond thing with a serpent in it. Dragon on her desk. Little guy hanging off the ceiling. Just all sorts of odd things. It's very pretty and very colorful. We go on to the next page, and it says, one day she rummaged through her grandma's wooden trunk and discovered a strange-looking hat. She was so happy with what she had found. And it shows her in a picture finding this hat and kind of setting aside all these other things that she wasn't as interested in. There's her little dog. Mia stood in front of the mirror to try the hat on. She tried different ways of wearing it, but she thought it lacked something. And it's got pictures of her. She's trying the hat on in different poses. I think she's feeling that you know, it's lacking something. There's just something missing. But we'll see what happens. Mia went outside their house and walked to the store across the street. Good morning, Manig Sol, Mia greeted. Is my hat pretty? Yes, Mia, but it will look lovelier if we put a piggy bank on it, the vendor replied. Mia was surprised with the gift she had received. Thank you, Manig Sol, Mia said. And there's a picture of the piggy bank, and a picture of Mia with the hat on her head and the piggy bank on top of the hat, and there's her little dog, and I think this is in celebration of that famous Filipino holiday where they celebrate fruits, because there's a whole pile of oranges there, and there's some other things that they're selling also. Mia walked to the bakery. Manrico, Mia called, is my hat pretty? Yes, Mia, but it will look lovelier if we put a candlestick on it, the baker replied. Thank you, Manrico, Mia said. There's a picture of a candlestick, and there's the baker, and some of his food that he has for sale, and there's Mia's dog. I think it's hungry. It's just like Molly looking for food. A picture of Mia with her hat and the piggy bank and the candlestick, all on top of her head. There's a little picture of a mouse with some cheese. Move on to the next page. Mia dropped by the clinic. Dr. Dolce, is my hat pretty? Mia asked. Yes, Mia, but it will look lovelier if we put some fruits on it, the doctor replied. Thank you, Dr. Dolce, Mia said. And there's a picture of the fruit. And again, I think this is in celebration of the famous Philippine holiday where they celebrate fruit. Oranges, and now it looks like there's a pineapple and some bananas and such in there. And there's a picture of Mia with her hat, the piggy bank, candlestick, and now the fruit all on top of it. And it looks like the dog is writing some prescriptions as well. I don't know if it has a doctor's license to do that, but well. Go on to the next page. Mia kept walking until she reached the fire station. Mangador, is my hat pretty? Mia asked. Yes, Mia, but it will look lovelier if we put an aquarium on it, the fireman replied. Thank you, Mangador, Mia said. And I don't think that's really an aquarium. That looks like a goldfish inside a goldfish bowl to me. But there's a picture of the fireman and Mia with her hat on and the piggy bank and the candlestick and the fruit and the goldfish in the goldfish bowl. And there's a little picture of the dog. Looks like it's riding the fireman's hose there, but there's a picture of the fire truck. As Mia crossed the street, she met the policeman. It's a strange hat you're wearing, Mia, Mancolor greeted her, but it will look better if we put a birdcage on it. Thank you, Mancolor, Mia said. There's a picture of the birdcage there's a bird inside it. There's a picture of the policeman. He's got the birdcage, and he's got a crook in his hand there. And it looks like the little dog is trying to keep this child that's doing something wrong under control. I think the dog is scolding him. There's a picture of Mia with her hat and the piggy bank and the fruit and the aquarium and the candlestick and the birdcage now. And a picture of the police station. Mia reached the garden at the plaza. Manglito, is my hat pretty? Mia asked. Yes, Mia, but it will look lovelier if we put flowers on it, the gardener replied. Thank you, Manglito, Mia said. And there's a picture of the flowers and the picture of the gardener. It looks like the little dog is trying to help out. It's got a pair of scissors there for cutting. And what else do we have? We have Mia with her hat, the piggy bank, the fruit, the candlestick, the aquarium, the birdcage, and now some flowers. When she reached the playground, Mia's hat was loaded with an assortment of souvenirs. And there's the little dog with a magician's hat and a stick. And there's Mia with all the things she's collected so far. And some people looking around in wonderment and puzzlement at what Mia's doing. Mia, I think that my kite will complete your hat, Toto said. Toto, wait, Mia shouted. But it was too late. Toto had tied his kite to her hat. And this sounds like it could be somewhat dangerous. I'm not sure what's going to happen. A strong wind blew. Mia held onto her hat and was carried away. Oh. And she's being carried away by the wind with all her things on top of her hat. Mia was taken high up to the clouds. Suddenly, wind began to fill the hat. The hat turned into a giant parachute. And you can see all the people again looking up in wonderment and puzzlement, and Mia up in the air. She's being carried aloft by the wind that's pushing the parachute. When the sun shone brightly upon it, everyone below saw all the wonders hidden inside the hat. There's all the people looking up in wonderment. There's Mia, and there's all these wonderful beautiful things like dreams inside her parachute. And you can see them all, and all the beautiful colors and all the beautiful dreams. And that's the story.